Hey everybody, we're back. It's now time to talk tanking. Liv, what are you doing over there? Yeah, let's start talking tanking. Oh my gosh, I've been having so much fun. Let's go back downstairs. All right. So, we talked about in the last video all about the armory and how it worked in there. So let's switch over. So I'm on my DPS build right now. So let's switch over. We're going to go over to Frosty Tank. Boom. Let's equip that build. Yes, I do. Boom. Love it. Love this outfit with him too. All right. So, dad build. Tank style. All right. First, we got to look at the fashion. There you go. Ice heart. It glows. It's pretty awesome. Love it. All right. And of course, the staff for the back bar. Very good. All right. Let's delve into it. Okay, what gear am I using? It's like, Maddie, how can you find tank gear that's easy to get? I will show you. First thing that we're using is Helm of Cyrodiil's Crest. Oh, I don't like Cyrodiil. Oh no, it's PvP. No, I don't want to go. You don't have to go. You don't have to go. People sell this on regular traders. Go and check them out and find some. You'll be totally fine. Cyrodiil's Crest is amazing. All right? Because remember, dad build, it's got to be easy to acquire. Trader, off of the trader. All right? It's got to be effective and it's got to be cool. All right? Cool, literally cool for us. All right. So with the tank in here, we've got stuff into to our maximum health for enchantment, but we've got it gives us some stamina recovery, maximum health, and then after successfully blocking, heal yourself. All right, for 7, 5, 6, 4 health. This effect can occur once every 4 seconds and scales off your maximum health. Look at that, easy peasy set to acquire. All right, and when you block, boom, you're going to get some health back. Really great set. Really great set. Now, I'm going to pair that with Frozen Watchers. Frozen Watcher, okay, gives you some stamina, gives you some health, some more stamina. Look at this. Talk about something for a Frostygon. Summon a blizzard around you while blocking, inflicting frost damage every second to enemies within 6 meters. The effect scales off your max health. That's why we had the thing go into health. Your blizzard had a 15% chance of inflicting chilled on the enemy's damage. All right, get ready for it. You ready? I don't know if you're ready for this. I'm going to click my blocking bar. Check this out. Boom. Oops, I did dodge roll. I get so excited. Oh, come on. Visual glitch, what's happening? There it goes. Boom. Check this out. How cool is that? I wish I had a target dummy in here, because you would see it tick away. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It does like 1,500-ish DPS when I was doing it against a trial dummy. So it doesn't do a whole lot. But it's so cool. And it actually lets everybody know, hey, I'm blocking. The effect just looks amazing. Yeah. Love it. So there we go. All right. So Cyrodiil's Crest with Frost Watcher. Really great set. Fun set with that. Now, the other cool thing that we've got are the weapons. All right. Front bar is the big draw. We're going to use Vatch. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I go on like this, I had to do this with the other one. All right. Frost Watcher comes out of Frost Watcher. Frozen Watcher comes out of Depths of Malatar. That's right, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, I'm going to double check. Because now that I'm doing so many builds, I'm forgetting which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's Depths of Malatar. And the great thing about it is that you only need to get it on normal. Let me just make sure. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Depths of Malatar. All right. So you go to normal Dom in there and go get it. It is a dungeon. It's, you know, with a regular group, it's actually not that hard to complete on normal. And so, again, with the curation system, you're able to get the stuff that you need fairly easily. So, again, Cyrodiil's Crest, you buy on the trader. Easy peasy. Frozen Watcher, you go to VDOM a few times with some friends, have a good time, you'll pick up the set. Easy peasy. And I had that in kind of a mixed match on Drulia that. I only went purple. My other, remember my DPS is gold, but you don't need gold. You can run with purple. The weapons are more important to have the to be golded out for the weapon damage and such. So yeah, so you got those two sets. Very, very fun, easy to acquire. All right, so a little bit of work to get the Frozen Watcher. Now the weapon, Vatashran. Oh my gosh, Vatashran. Oh, I got to do it or read it. No worry, it's okay. You can do it on normal. I've got to perfect it just because I had it, because, you know, I ran with it. All right. The only difference, if you look at it, look in the middle there where it gives you, underneath where it says part of the perfected Void Bash set. Okay. That first thing that says adds like 1,000 health, that's the only thing that's different between perfected and non-perfected. 1,000 health. That's not a whole lot. You'll be fine. Okay? So don't worry about it. Now here's the cool thing with this. When you deal damage with Power Bash, so we got to put that skill on our bar, you apply Call of the Void to yourself for 2 seconds. Enemies within 12 meters are immediately pulled to you. You get these like little strings that go out when you bash somebody, and whoop, they suck everybody in. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. I just go around and I just power bash everything. Yeah, love it. So great. All right, Vatashran. Again, a little bit of work to get that, but on normal, it is not that bad. It is not that bad to go through Vatashran on normal. You'll be able to do it. Trust me. And so you want the sword and the shield. All right. The actual set, because they call it, Perfected Shield, but it's called the Void Bash set. So if you look it up for any specs or anything later, just look up Void Bash. And I think actually that's the way you look it up in your sets. I think you just do Void Bash Arenas Vatashran. There you go. Yep. And like I said, the only difference between perfected and not perfected is that little bit of extra health. Easy peasy. All right. Now, on the back bar, Ice Staff of the Trainee. It's like one of the earliest things that you can acquire, which is really cool. People will sell it. It's really easy. You might get it for like 500 gold. It's pretty cheap. Yeah. And all we have that on the back is just so we get a little bit of health, a little bit of magic, a little bit of stamina on our back bar. I've got it infused with frost damage, and I have the frost damage with decisive on the front, and I've got the sturdy for the shield with stamina enchant. Enchants for the jewelry, I have magical recovery, and I have the triune, and I have reduced cost of block, triune, and reduced cost of block, triune. Yeah. And then everything else kind of a mix of like, I have sturdy for the boots with health. I get infused with stamina. I've got infused with health It's kind of just a mix of, and this is where you can kind of customize it the way you want. If you need more health or if you need more stamina or what you want. And you can also adjust that with your points, attribute points, which I'll talk about in a sec too. Over here for the shoulders, max health infused, max health sturdy, and max health sturdy. So a good mix. A good mix. That's the great thing about a tank. Is that you got to have a mix of a little bit of everything. Some magicka, stamina, a lot of health, and some blocking, some, so damage mitigation, and that kind of stuff. All right. So that gives us, over here, all right, I have basically what we had to figure out was that we wanted to have, do I have something that's buffing me differently? Oh, yeah, my food. That's the other thing. Remember I told you that the reticule, it changes, so I got to use my food. My food for him is the longfin pasty with melon sauce. So I'll put that on. As you see, my stamina goes up a bunch. All right, and I usually will use like a tri-restoration potions and things. So there we go. There's my 40. You want to shoot for 40k. And then because certain things scale off of whether your magicka is more or your stamina is more, all right, you want to make sure that your stamina is more than your magicka. So with the things that I had on my armor, I from there adjusted health, magicka, and the attribute point and stamina. So I'm like, I got my armor, got the things that I put on there, and I'm like, okay, what gets me to 40? So I did health first. So did 11, got up to my 40, and then I just started going back and forth. All right, getting the points in here, and then so I ended up with 26. That gave me 22k for magicka, and I wanted stamina to be higher, so there's the 25. Good magicka recovery. I am using the it's the same thing. I am using the Atronach Mundus to give me magicka recovery, because more of my things use magicka. And then everything else, spell resistance, physical resistance, all that stuff, 23, 633, which is good. Yeah. Skills. Front bar, all about the sword and board. All right. I am using Heroic Slash. All right. Which, when you use it, reduces their damage done. Gives me a little bit of minor heroism. Helps out with my ulti. Then the big one that this is kind of built upon, the Void Bash in there. We've got the Power Slam, which does physical damage when slotted. The attack grants you a stack of resentment, which increases the damage of the next Power Slam in there. So, like I said, I go into a group and I just Power Slam a bunch of hit a bunch of people. And every time I do that, my Void Bash comes in and then sucks everybody in. I usually start with Pierce Armor if I'm close. That is our taunt. And then I have a heal for myself. And then I have the Shimmering Shield on there to help against projectiles. And then if I'm feeling pretty good about myself, I'll throw on a little Northern Storm, right? Do some damage to them. Why? Because that's what frost tanks do. So yeah, so we've had plenty of our sword and board skills. We got to have stuff that gives us, a little bit. I have so much fun with these because I'll throw those on. Yeah, I'll have the whole whirling winds around me in here, and I mean, come on, that's just fun looking. Yeah. So, and then when the ultimate's up, I'll use that as well. So, a lot of fun. All right. And then the back bar, which is my destro. I've got my blockade of frost, which is very good because again, the blockade of frost for us gives us a shield. Yep, it gives them the chilled effect. Then I use Silver Leash. I was going to use, because it's fun and it's within our class, Frozen Device. But Frozen Device, I have a hard time controlling. Because A, you have to lay it on the ground. B, they have to walk into it. Where Silver Leash, I can just point at someone and pull them in. Point at someone and pull it in. Point at someone and pull it in. Yeah. For me, it's a lot easier. But that's one that you could, if you can use that, go for it. Yeah. A lot of fun. You can put like 3 of them on the ground, and when they walk over it, boom, they come right to you. I then have the Inner Rage, which is the range taunt. I have the Bull Netch for the stamina version of it, so that I can help keep up my stamina, because I have all the stuff that's going to. I have my my Mundus that's giving me extra magical recovery, so I don't have to worry about that as much. And then to give us a little bit of a to our minor protection in there as well. And then the horn, which is just a classic tank thing to have on there. Yeah. So those are my skills with that. Just kind of looking through the class. Well, actually, the one thing when you do the armory, it has like everything that you have, on the multiple versions of yourself in there. But for us, the new things that are going to be in there are some of the new skills that we've put on: Ice Fortress, Shimmering Shield, Polar Wind. Within that, and the ultimate, and for our weapon, all the new sword and board, one-handed shield stuff, pierce armor, heroic slash, and power slam, and of course take all of the passives for that. Armor, we're going to of course put points into all of our heavy stuff now instead of our light. So heavy stuff in there. Fighter's Guild because of the Silver Leash. Put all that stuff in there. You're going to have it anyway because of Flawless Dawnbreaker from the DPS. Undaunted as well, the Inner Rage. All the racial stuff, and we're good. Yeah. For the CP, turn your butt around here. All right. For our CP, the crafting one isn't going to change at all, but we are going to have some change to our warfare one. Over here is where the DPS stuff kind of lives. Over here is where you've got all of your healing stuff. Down in here is where you got all your tanking stuff. All right, so we've changed this up. I am using Duelist Rebuff. All right, reduce your damage taken by single target attacks. I'm using Unassailable. Reduces the damage taken by area effect attacks. I'm using Enduring Resolve. Reduces your damage taken by damage over time attacks. And I'm using Bulwark. While you have a shield or a frost staff equipped, which I'm going to have both, your spell and physical resistance is increased by 1900. Perfect. Love it. All right. The other things in here are pretty basic to what we usually do. I've got Blessed. I have the passive, all the Satan passives. So the magic passive, stamina passive, all the piercing, flawless ritual, all of these passives, war mage, that we had before. Then more into here, we've got our passives that give us a little bit of a damage mitigation, damage reduction, all of that. So we actually use a little bit less than what we usually do. So, yeah. And then let's see. Then for the red tree, for the fitness tree, I've gone with balanced vitality. I've gone with fortified, rejuvenation, and then spirit mastery. Really just basic, setup with that. And then all of these within here are all of your passives within that. So, yeah. Which we've gone over before. So, yeah. So all the passives, all that. And, of course, that's going to depend on what CP you are. So that's why I'm not going to specifically in it. You want to have as many points to get at least a little bit to unlock each one of the orbs in each thing. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Am I forgetting anything? We talked about Cyril's Crest. We talked about the Frost Watcher. We've talked about the sword and board and the staff. Food. We've talked about the longfin melon sauce. I actually haven't figured out which one I need as far as... So I'm keeping everything. I keep some health pots. I keep some tripods. I keep some magicka pots. I got some stamina pots. I'm kind of ready to go no matter what I need. And I've been kind of keeping them in my... all in here with in my little reticule here of my little wheel of the hot button in there, whatever I need for whatever circumstance in here. It's a different concept for me because I've never tanked. I mean, I was healer main, and then I moved to DPS. So, I've seen it done. So I can't say I'm the greatest tank in the world and everything, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very different. So you've got time to do things and strategize and see what you're going to do. Now, is this build going to be for your veteran, Rock Grove or something? No. Is it going to be for your hard modes, for something like that? For a hard dungeon? Maybe. In there, like I have done some veteran, but I play with some really good people. And so that helps out a lot. It takes a lot of pressure off me when I'm in those groups. I would say my goal is always to be able to do, definitely all the normals, some of the vets, DLCs, and then maybe a hard mode if it works out. And that's for all of my builds. And that's what the dad build is. Because remember, we're not trying to make the meta, we're trying to find something that's easy to put together, lots of fun, and can get the job done in most circumstances. All right, so there's the gap within it. If you try this build and you're trying to do, score pushing, so it's not gonna do anything for you. But when you get 4 people together, and you're going through dungeons, and you're collecting, whatever, gear and motifs and drops and all that stuff and having fun with it, it's going to be perfect. And that's what I've been loving it for. Again, and it's got that wonderful theme of frost within that. And so a lot of fun. So I think you'll really enjoy it. If you've been thinking about doing a tank build or just like in circumstances, I find it that it's a lot of times where you get 4 people together and you're going to go do a dungeon and you can't find someone who's a tank. And so somebody kind of fake tanks it a little bit, maybe puts on some gear and has like, the taunt on and stuff and then does their best. And then we, the DPS will kind of, make up for some of that. It's really nice that now I can go and I'm just like, oh, hold on, let me swap to my tank. So I'll tank it while you guys do this stuff. And it works out so great. So it's really for a lot of situational stuff like that. I'm going to be, of course, doing more testing with this. By testing, I mean just playing and having fun. If I have any new discoveries, on the tank side of things, or anything I want to change up, or whatever, I'll let you know about it. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a fun, easy to put together tank build, and you want to do similar to what I did, maybe have Frostygon on one, and then since you have a second space in the armory to make a tank build, start acquiring the equipment and put one together. I think you'll just have a great time. Like I said, I've been enjoying it a lot. So, again, thank you so much for watching the video. And if there's any questions about it, like I said, it's a new build for me. Or any comments or anything that you think might be helpful within it. And remember, though, it's not trying to be meta at all. So if you tell me about a whole bunch of gear or a whole bunch of stuff that that's kind of outside the realm of what we're trying to do here, there I might not take that advice. But if you've got something that, like, this CO's got a little bit of frost, or you think this might be a little bit better, or organization of what skills I have on my bar, because I kind of went with what made sense and what I asked people about. So if you're just like, oh, I like using this skill, or I like doing that, or maybe try this food or something like that, I would love those comments to help out, and so we might change up the build as we go along. But it's a lot of fun. It's really good. So like I said, I've just been enjoying it so much. It's so great. I've been so kind of waiting to make this video, with that armory system as soon as we found out about it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can make 3 things out of one character with Frostygon. So, all right, I will see you later in the next video. Next video that's going to come out is going to be talking about the healer. So we'll show you what I went through to get the a healer build back, which is weird for me because, like I said, I kind of know because I was a healer main, but things change and new sets came out and stuff. So to put together a frost healer, that was a little bit of trick, and so I'm glad I had some help and some people that I could talk to about it. So, but that'll be in the next video. So, thank you everyone. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.